Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Monday, this freezing Monday. Oh dear, an introduction to what's ahead. God, it's cold, isn't it? Matthew chapter 23, verse 24. Jesus says these words to us today. You blind guides who strain out gnats and swallow camels. You blind guides. So he accuses the scribes, he accuses them of an allegation as it relates to what they get up to with regards to how they treat people. He says, I've watched you and I've seen you and I've seen how you operate. And you go through the process. And this process that I'm about to share with you is not a good process. So he's picking out, if you like, a challenge to how they disciple those who would follow after them in their footsteps. He says the method you're using to bring about the transformation of change in people's lives is unhealthy, it's unhelpful, and it doesn't achieve. And what's more, you aren't even arriving at your destination that you've set for yourself. So he's saying you're falling short, and the people that are following you are falling short as well, because you're just reintroducing them to a place and a pathway that isn't getting them where we all need to get to. So he says, you strain out gnats, but you swallow camels, meaning you're interested in the intricate bits of life, the pointless bits, but you allow yourself consent to get away with the big bits. You're accepting of the big bits, the obvious things, and yet you are kind of concerned about the pointless things. You know, when a person becomes a Christian, they come with all the dirt and grime and life upon them. And the journey to deliver someone from all of that mush and muck is a long journey. And we need to be patient and kind and compassionate and caring. Discipling has often been a bit too clinical, a bit too unnatural. You know, just learn these methods and apply these principles and then get on with it and do it. But it doesn't work. And even if it does work, it doesn't really work because it's just a facade. It's a hypocrisy. People present themselves as being the right kind of people, but in reality, inside, they haven't changed at all. The Holy Spirit has given us the method through the scriptures to show us how change comes about. And it's very simple. God, when we become Christians, brings our spirit to life. Now, once our spirit's alive, we're then sensitive to God. And our spirit then gets the privilege of allowing the Holy Spirit to live inside our spirit. Now, once the Holy Spirit is inside our spirit, we've got God inside, the Holy Spirit of God. And it's the Holy Spirit that teaches us about all the bits and pieces of transformation and change. And he does that as we commit ourselves to reading his word and understanding what God is like. Now, once we understand what God is like and what God doesn't like, then we can set into motion the process of change, because the Holy Spirit in us will quicken us about the things that God likes. And he'll say to us, Paul, that's what I like. Don't do that, do this. And if we learn to listen to that voice, change will take place. Our soul will battle, but as we yield, change will take place. Brothers and sisters, we don't need to strain out gnats or camels. What we need is to do what Paul says, walk by the Spirit, and you will not satisfy the desires of the flesh. Well, I wish I had more time. God bless you. Have a great day. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you tomorrow.